Everybody, welcome back to Agrarian Skies Revisited with me, Sid, episode 4. And I'm beginning to remember how grindy this pack is, which should be no surprise. I've expanded the sissy bars, I've done some stuff. The pumpkin, now I'm fairly certain that a pumpkin stem would grow onto any block, but I'm not convinced that it would have done it in 1.64, and this is not should have been a melon actually. I had a melon seed. I mean, a pumpkin's way less interesting. Grass, let's go on. Let's put you where you belong. You belong up there. Yeah, I thought it was a melon seed I had. Clearly I'm wrong. So I may need to put dirt down because I'm not sure whether that pumpkin is going to grow there or not. I can't remember. I have got the sugar cane going. We've got lots of carrots all going around here. I've also got sugar cane going up here. Just to maximise this out, I'll probably surround the entire thing in sand there all the way around. Just so we've got like a little sugarcane farm going up here until we finally get rid of this top bit. And I've been working the cobble farm. I've got a huge amount, but might be enough for what we actually need now. I'm going to sleep the night away. And then we'll go and deal with those two, that Skellybob and that Zombert. Or Zomberts, unless of course they happen to be swirly. No. And hello. I'm just going to turn this farm off temporarily, because what I want to do now is I want to build the next stage of my mob farm, which is going to involve me getting some ladders and some cobble, and we're going to go up. Now I think I'm going to go up 20. It used to be, I think, 22 blocks was the drop to bring them down on a part position. So if I go up 23 blocks, I need to double check, but other than Enderman, I think a 23 block fall is usually enough to off most things. So I need to double check that, but I am going to need some I need some of you. I'm definitely going to need to convert a bunch of you over into stickage. And then, oops, we can't do it here. Let's take that book out of there and we'll 3, 6, right, I need more, 9, 12, 18, 21, 24, let's just do 27. This is going to be one of those moments where I don't like doing what I have to do because I'm going to have to work at height, and yeah, I'm not a fan. Some pulverized lead. We should put that in there as well, and that flint, and that little bit of silver. Anything else I've got that really wants to go up in that block? I don't think so. But all of that belongs up there. So I'm just going to double check the drop height because it's a long time since I've done one of these mob farms, and I should be back in a moment. Alright, so my memory was more or less right. It's 23 drop to leave them on a half heart, with a 24 drop to kill everything except skeletons. Not skeletons, witches. Enderman I'm not going to try and do for a while anyway. So we are going to come in about here, I think. This is going to be our drop position to here, and we need to get up on top, which is not going to be scary at all, honest. So if I want a 23 drop, That's how many blocks I have to place. Now I'm going to use solid blocks on this side, and yeah, I'm not nervous about this at all. I'm having to go. Let me just put that away. We don't really need a crook on me either, and I will take a couple of torches. I don't need all of those. Don't need that. Don't really need that, but that's fine. But I probably better keep those. Okay. Oh, hello, and I'll take a couple of those and that. This is just to get the first upright anyway, so not too trees grown. Not too critical right now. Needed to be on top again, didn't I? Okay. Right, very carefully does it. Up. And so if the drop to there, that's 23. Well, that'll be 24. That will be 23. So this will be the drop pad. Damn it. Here. And I'll just stick a torch either side for now, keep myself safe. So if I'm on 23 to there, let's start off from here and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 13, 16, 17. I know it's 23 because that's how many I put in the actual slot on my hotbar. And then we'll stab a torch down, we'll grab our ladders, and we'll try not to die. Oh, that was so close. Oh, I knew that was risky, but I think we got the height right. I probably should have played, in hindsight, I probably should have placed the ladders as I was going. Because that's going to cost me a fair amount of food. Right, let's take out that, and then I'll place you there. I've already decided that is actually that's the drop point, so we'll be killing there if we're doing killed drops, and then at this point we're going to have a trapdoor, so we can close it, we can open it, and they should, in theory, drop the extra distance down. In theory. However, right now, all I've got is a massive great column of cobblestone going up in the air, which, you know, is fine, but is not going to address an immediate problem, is it? And we'll to grab a couple more. Let's just go and see how my crops are actually doing. I've got some carrots there done, so that's good. For hole 1, okay, that tree is a pain because it's going to stop my sugarcane growing, so I do need to go and address that while I think about this. That was really very nearly another life gone. I'm not too worried because I've got plenty, But from past experience, I know how fast you can get into a death loop in this game. So that's Minecraft in general, not just Agrarian Skies, but you know, all of these can become kind of death loopy. If you're not careful. Right. I mean, maybe I should place this somewhere else. That might not be a bad idea, you know. Because this is all going to move eventually anyway, so I might as well come down here and go 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. About there. Oh, and that was a good one. That gives us 2 tree points to grow trees from. Right, I need to continue on building out that. So the next thing is going to be slabs in a non-spawnable position. So yeah, that's where we're going next. I need to probably take these with me, to be honest. Don't want that with me though, or that. But let me grab myself a bunch of slavagers, and we can start up the other sides of the drop chute, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, this is getting into some dodgy territory now, and I thought I'd come back because if I'm going to kill myself, this is when I'm going to do it. I could have done this a lot easier, and the reason for that is I've elected to do the other 3 sides in slab form. Because it is ever so, and I mean ever so slightly, more efficient in terms of resources. Once this tunnel is formed and the space at the top is sealed, it will be... Well, I'm losing the odd slab off the side, so there is the element of that, but it will be dark, and that's the bit that matters. However, I really am not enjoying this. I could have done this in half the time just by pillaring straight up on solid blocks. But we are nearly there, because this one's going to be a solid block, and you damn bugger. Right, I really don't want to be stood on that when I'm trying to take out that broken block there. Oh god, how am I going to do this? This is going to be painful. This is what happens when you try to talk and not die at the same time. Typically, not usually a problem. Most people are quite capable of talking and not dying at the same time. And I'm blathering because I hate this with a passion. This is this is my worst nightmare. Well, it's not my worst nightmare. I do have worse nightmares than this. Everybody has a nightmare that, you know, things. I always remember as a kid the running down the corridor nightmare, the real cliched one. It used to be one of my terrible ones. Usually, as a kid, I was being chased by Daleks on a corridor. Because when you're little, Doctor Who's really scary. Whereas these days, Doctor Who's really scary just because of the gratuitous virtue signalling that they seem to be completely intent on doing. Right, I would like to... let's... Oh God, I hate this. I would like to get rid of you. And I'd like to jump up like this and place you. Oh, I can't. I've got to do this, haven't I? Right. Can I... Let's just get the drop shaft completed. And then I'll worry about my safe access down. Alright. Making progress. I skipped ahead a little bit. There wasn't a huge amount to cover, but I've just made myself a whole load of trapdoors. I don't know for definite that trapdoors are necessary. But I'm prepared to give it a go. I think what I am actually going to do right now is I'm going to take the crafting table up there with me, because I don't know how many slabs I need, but we've got the structure in place. I need to give myself a safe place to dismount. And I think we've almost, very much almost, got the drop pad sorted. So a lot of this around here now can come off, but we're leaving it for the time being. So that is where this should be die for most mobs that fall. The zombies might survive because of their toughness, and that is for me to kill with a kill zone. Now what I do need at that point is a means of accessing both of those, because I need to be able to pop them in there, not down here. So I probably need to come up with something down there. However, right now I know I need more importantly, I need to get back up on the roof, because I've now cut off my access to the top. I temporarily built that up. But I realised that I wanted to ensure that I could get up there, and grief, that hunger just doesn't last 5 seconds at the moment. I should also probably, if I can, find a place to stab a torch down, like that, just so that's not spawnable temporarily. And yeah, as I said, we did the column in slabs because it was slightly more efficient. The base of this is primarily slabs because it's still slightly more efficient. And so over here, for example, I'm going to put my blocks down. I've put my water source in the corner, and if I were to, I'll just borrow a piece of wood. So I just want to keep this simple. We can start slabbing the roof over. Now it should oh, I also do need to do the actual lip, don't I? Let me just do this. Oh dear, this is sketchy. I don't like it. Especially seeing as I've now run out of slabs as well. So yeah, I definitely need 4 of those for these blocks here, and I need a little bit to fill in the hole down there and some stuff, but that's not what I wanted to do. Come on, John. Let's just do those. I'm going to need slightly more than that, I think, but I don't want to do too many. So because I'd rather use this to make ores and the likes and do some sifting off with later. So what we should do is get this edge slabbed over. Hup. And Come on. That was not the right block. I mean, it would have worked at a pinch, but I want it. I don't want to have to come around and make. I was going to say make this pretty, but let's be honest, it's concrete. It's cobblestone. It's never going to be pretty, and I'm never going to come back and rebuild this in a fashion that's pretty, unless I were to expand it and want more drops later on in the pack, which is possible. I can't remember. It's a long time since I played this, as it's kind of evident by the age of the pack. So yeah, you know, it's one of those things. Long time, and I'll probably forget half of what it is I need to know for this. But this bit here on that side and on that side is complete, apart from taking the torches out, which I am not going to do until we're ready to seal. So we're going to take you out, so I want that, and then we'll place your water source down. I need to go and grab another one. I could have made an infinite water source up here, but it didn't seem particularly necessary. Now what I do need to do, yeah, that's going to be, I need to do these before I get the roof on, don't I? And again, there's a question mark here whether this is even necessary, because this is only a 2-drop block. A true 2-block drop. Not English, come on. But this should encourage the mobs just to go to see this as a fallable surface. Actually, let me do that like that, and then I can walk across, can't I? That makes a lot more sense. So yeah, that's the idea, and then we'll have that, and we'll make this as an attractive a route as possible for our prospective drops to use. Cover it over. And the world should be good and happy. So yeah, just 2 more water source blocks needed. I suppose I could have, in fact I still could, couldn't I? I could have done that, which is going to extinguish that torch, but will live. And then we can come around here and go splish. And there. Oh, this is going to be a bit painful now though. Come on. And grab you, and then I can fill that one in. A little bit of wood I can stand the loss of. So that should now be the water source blocks in. Which, well, it will be in a moment, once that one's in. So now it's just a matter of filling in the top, and I actually need to go and get some food, so maybe I should before I continue. I actually know. Let's just try with another 30 slabs and see how that goes. And then we need to finish off these. And world should be good and happy. Ish. For a given value of good and happy anyway. So can we close off the entire thing? We can. Excellent. So fill that. Grab that. Knock that lot off. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a block there for a moment. Knock you out. Knock you out. Knock you out. Typical. Knock you out. And knock you out. And now it's very dark. But that's fine. So, how do I want to play this now? I suppose the obvious thing is to... Let me just get myself on this side of the hole. Oh, I got some... Yeah, I've got some wooden slabs. They'll work. So if I take out 1, 2, that ain't going to work, is it? Three. Okay, I should be all right here. Just use that now. Okay, this is risky. I should be able to drop onto the ladder. I did. Excellent. Which then should allow me to... My concern is I'm going to get pushed off. Now, I don't think... Oh, this is not fun. Oh dear. How do... If I just break and place. No. I shouldn't need... Well, I'll leave the ladder in. But I I shouldn't need any of that going forwards. Whew. Well, and we'll live, I think. What we shall do is we'll also take you out for now. Actually, we'll just leave that there with the torch on the side. It's as good as any. Oh, and it's working. Oh, we've got a tree as well. Cool. Now, oh, we're getting lots of got lots of mobs up there, but yep, and now they're dying. So I just need to work out a spot down here to harvest from. I mean, they're not great rates, but I suspect what's happening is they're probably... Oh, I don't know whether he could see, whether he saw me or not then. I'm very tempted to just do... No? You're not going to let me just do? Well, I just need a capturing device now, don't I? But that appears to be working. Let me just check that I'm not... Nothing spawning on the top up there. It just seems to be whatever we've got coming down. So let's see how that goes, shall we? But yeah, happy enough with that. Oh, good grief, wasn't happy with the doing of that. We have, I thought it was a melon. I knew I'd planted melon. Excellent. And carrot. And we've got sugar cane. Lots of. Let me go and just explore some possibilities here, because I also have a few extra carrots and things. I can make melon juice. Okay, excellent. I can definitely make an apple juice, and I can definitely make those three as well. Excellent. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to stick a zombie flesh on one of these drying racks and just leave it, because I'm not 100% certain whether this will do anything or not. And I may have discounted it purely on the basis that it was not showing me a progress bar on there. Now, I'm assuming there's an assumption being made here that it shows you a progress bar, and the reality is that's not guaranteed at all. So yeah, that's the thing. Right, I've got 34 cobble to play with. Let me just get rid of you. Let's put you back down there. Somewhere I have got bones. I thought that's why I've got bone meal duplicated. One day we'll get ourselves organised. There's some thingy, there's some of that, there's some of that, there's some gunpowder, and have some slabs. And apart from a couple of meals, now next time I don't really need to do these trees, but let's just go and see what, if anything, is going on down here. There's definitely movement. Oh. Not... Oh, hello, that was a witch. That's why he survived. Definitely got some work to do, hello, on the capture mechanism, and there's a question mark about whether I'm even bothered about having a... I may just take that out, you know, and we'll just have the death chamber there. We can block that over, and yeah, we'll just grab all the good stuff, and yeah, I'm happy with that. That works. I suppose the next thing we want is probably a hopper or something at the bottom. So okay, back in a moment. Alright, so armed with that, I think the next thing I need to do is push, well, there's a few bits, there's some quests to complete if we can, which I think we may be able to, now I've got all of this. Up, if I can just get myself around here without throwing myself into the lava down there, and we'll quickly harvest you. Yeah, definitely getting a melon patch going with multiple melons would be beneficial, I feel. But the area that I think we need, or is going to be beneficial to start working on, if I can find myself a spot and put you away. Is, well, let's look at the several options. There's somewhere about in one of these chests, that is my quest book that I've just thrown on the floor. And we've got zombies again, because we do claim. We got this bookbinder quest, which is a bookbinder is simply string and paper. So paper is just the 3 of those, so that's all done. Somewhere I have got some more of those to stash, and I should have a couple of, oh, I've only got 1 string. That's not good. Let's take a few of those. We'll chop. We'll take that tree and disconnect it from the other one, and then we shall get that going. Just going to go and have a look, see what we got down here. Now the problem with is infernal mobs, or the special mobs. That one isn't, that's just an angry, that is a zombie that actually managed to spawn there. Okay. And yeah, this is working reasonably. I'm not 100% certain that this is the best. I'm sure things are exploding over the edge, for example. But you know, small gains. Right. Speaking of which, I've got a tree to process while we wait for that, so I'll be back in a moment. Alright, that's definitely working quite nicely. We are getting a lot more things, because we're going to need a lot of dirt going forward, because the next thing we're probably going to need to do, well, there's several next things we're going to need to do. One of the next things we're going to need to do is to get another island, 24 blocks, maybe that way, lit up this time. But made with a dirt, well, basically grass. We need a grassy island to start spawning passive mobs. I want chickens, I want cows, I want sheeps, and I want pigs. So we need a spawn island made out of dirt with grass, basically with grass growing on it. And for that we are going to want to make a reasonable sized island. The more spawning spots available for the passive mobs, the more likelihood of them spawning. So, like with all of these things, you know, sometimes quantity is quality. However, we have got a bunch of saplings. I've got more dirt. I've got some rotten flesh. At least I don't have to do much to collect this right now, which is really nice. I am going to rapidly run out of the I'm going to rapidly get sick of those, I suspect. That's the word I was looking for. Right, I need paper, which I put there, 1, 2, and we should be good to just do that, which would then allow me to do that and claim. So apart from that, which oh, that's not going off. Hang on, just bear with me a second. Yeah, trouble sleeping, so I'm recording in the morning for a change. Apart from that, there's only 2 other quests on this one. There's I'm smelting, which is we need to make grout for that. So, and then we need to make the tank. We need to make basically 1 of each for this. And if we just come back out of here, there's bees and trees, which we have really got nothing there. For the hoarding, but we can start making those, I think. Go with the flow. I don't think we need to do a lot more pounding of rock, basically. So yeah, I have got another life, which I will. There's no point in I don't think these have any uses. They don't. So we might as well put that in to my life total as faff around, eh? I got sugar kicking around anywhere. But how, I don't know where. Give me that dirt. So yeah, we're going to be working the dirt, and I think if I remember do you just craft that with? No, I think you actually place the books in it. Okay, well there's that one and that one. Yeah, and then we just got the 1 book, which we lug around with us. Cool. Okay, well that's a thing. I made myself a crafting table to carry around with myself as well, just because it seemed like a sensible idea at the time. So, first things first, what we're going to be doing is, we'll have a wander down and just grab whatever loot has accumulated down here, if there's much. I think what's happened, we've got a slight problem where we're seeing, well, God, grief, this is getting me off to death when to do that. I think they're kind of accumulating at the top around that little 1 wide hole. And if I were to rebuild this later on, which I could do, because once I get up to the top they'll stop spawning. I probably make this a 2x2 hole, but obviously we need to be progressing a bit before we get to there. But you can see the mobs up there, they're kind of floating around, so yeah, it works. Right, hammering a whole load of gravel. I think that's our first job. And I've got my old hammer there, which is almost done, and I made a stone hammer. Now I'm going to do this in blocks of 8, I think, just because that's kind of the space I've got, and there's some carrots ready there as well. So we are making, yeah, it's there. We need to get some more iron. I think some shears would be handy. An iron bucket would be handy. There's a lot of things that are going to be handy, obviously. We'll not do ace, we'll just pile the whole lot down. And then hammer them to things. Now at this point, I probably need to also start thinking about hammering down some gravels as well. So we've got the gravel and clay, so we can make the seared bricks. But I suspect that is this. It's for this one. Well, other than sifting this lot up to see if we can't get enough to make a piece of iron, I suspect that will be it for this episode. I do need to change the back block on the cobble gem, because the pick keeps on getting haste and now periodically hum mine through the back, so I think I need to change that out to dirt or something that the pick will not process as quickly. But let's just quickly do a quick sift job and I'll be back in a moment. Alright, and there we go. We got a whole load of stuff. Let me just throw the things in, what we did get. And I think I've got four of those. I've got two of those, gives me 2 pieces of copper. We've got a piece of gold, a piece of silver, 3 pieces of tin, a piece of nickel, enough for a piece of lead. Now, at this point, we then take that and we sift all of those to make the dust, because again we've got the option to get a slight gain, and it is slight. Oh no, you do, yes, you hammer it, don't you? That's right, not sift, hammer. So of course, what will I do, like any good person, and you build it in your house, because that's what you do, isn't it? I know there's a melon grown as well, so. But I'm now starting to feel a lot more food secure than we were. So we can take you. I've got that. Put 2 of those away. Put 1 of those away. 2 of those away, 1 of those away, and again rinse and repeat until we get down to the dust level. And again, I'm going to be doing a lot of this grinding between episodes, just because, you don't need to see all of this, and we've got kind of the food security sorted. So we can basically cook. So I can come over here and I can stick that in there, followed by the next one, followed by the next one, followed by the next one. All good. And some of those. And eventually we'll get ourselves a good supply of... now we could, once we've got the smeltery, we can probably double these. Let me just double check the recipes. Yeah, I think we can... Yeah, we could double it in the smeltery. So that's a thing we will have to do going forward. We probably should keep some of these items, things, but I'll process these ones just for the time being. Or should I? I definitely want the iron, because that will give me shears, which gives me the options. Let's be sensible about this and save this until we can get a smeltery together. So I'm kind of getting ahead of myself here. And we'll pop you away, you away, you away. That's a keeps. So yeah, we've got some trees, we've got plants, we've got food. We've got mob drops in a more. Oh hell, did not mean to do that. In a more efficient mob farm, we've got sugar cane. Everything is coming up roses. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon, and bye for now.